Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Syntax Adda. My name is Ravi Ranjan. So I'm going to continue with the another issue in singleton pattern. So that is the reflection. So first, before starting with this issue, let's understand the term reflection here. Okay. So what does a reflection mean here? So reflection is a special features which was introduced in Java 8. Okay, Java 8. This feature we can manipulate any class, interface, fields, methods, and constructor at runtime. So that's the power of reflection. So we can say reflection in Java is a special feature, right? Which can inspect and manipulate class, interface, fields, methods, and constructor at runtime. And this reflection class is the part of which package, that is java.lang.reflect. Okay. So this package contains different uh, you know um, classes. So those classes are class itself. Okay. Then we have field. Then we have method. Then we have constructor, etc. Okay. So these are the these are the part of this java.lang.reflect package. Okay. So when we design the singleton pattern, right? So there is a during the runtime, if we have using this reflection features, right? Then during the runtime, singleton class can have the multiple instances, right? So due to reflection, we can create as many as instance as possible, because due to reflection we can access the constructor of that singleton class, right, which is declared as private. But due to reflection we can access that constructor and we can instantiate the singleton class. Okay, now we'll see this with the example. Okay, so first let's go to our workspace. Okay, so we already saw this. So we'll create one new class in the package, let's say reflection dot the same class I'm going to create, let's say singleton. Okay, now first we write the singleton class, like normal basic singleton class. So what we write? Private static, right? Then singleton instance. Then we'll have the private constructor singleton, right? We are not going to write anything here. Then we'll have public static. Then singleton get instance, and then in this we will check if instance is equal to null. Then we are going to return object of this instance by creating a new object of this singleton class, right? And then we are going to return this instance. So this is our basic singleton class. Let's save this. Now we'll create a main method. Okay, let's create one main method. Okay, and we are going to use the power of reflection features. So first let's define public static void main. Okay, and now first we'll during the runtime, like let's say assume when this class is when this program is going to execute, then by using the reflection feature we are going to access the class and then constructor feature, and then we are going to modify that constructor and we are going to create the instance of that constructor, right? Instead of calling the get instance method present in the singleton, right? So first class, and will singleton will pass singleton, and this is what, this is your singleton, just give some name, singleton class. Okay, and how we can get this in singleton dot class. So if you see this one, right, so we have this class, and we are passing this argument as singleton, right? And we are getting this class. Now we'll have the constructor of singleton, right? And we'll name this as constructor, right? And this, by using this singleton class dot get, I will get the constructor, that is, let's say the declared constructors. Okay, so we are getting this. Now if you see, this is going to throw the exception, right? So either we can add this in the method with the method signature, right, with a throws keyword, or we can just handle this one in within the try catch block. So let's add, or we can just see surround with the try catch. So we have surrounded this with try catch. Okay, now let's see. Now we have the constructor, right? Now constructor dot set accessible to true. Now what we are trying to do here, so if you see this constructor, right, so this is from the java.lang.reflect package, right, and this is your reflection class. So which, by using this, we are able to access the constructor of this singleton class, which is declared as private, and we are setting the accessible to true. Now it is accessible, right? And now with the help of this, we can create as many classes as possible. So let's say if I want to create the singleton object here, so let's say it's s1. Okay, and what we'll do, constructor dot get dot link new instance. So we are able to get the new instance. Okay, this is again throwing the exception, different type of. So we'll just try, we'll add this exception in the existing catch, right? So these are the exception it is throwing. Okay, now we are again going to create another singleton object, that is s2, right, and we'll print to see whether both are returning the same object or different object. So system dot out dot println, right, and then we'll see for s1, just simply print it s1, and then for second one also you print s2. Okay, now let's this and see what's the output. So if you see this, right, so we know singleton class was was designed in such a way so that it should always return the single instance. We are seeing here by using the reflection feature, right, by using the reflection feature of Java, we are able to modify the constructor which was declared as private also, right, to create the new instance of that singleton class, right? So we are creating the new instance. So this is, this is the issue, and this issue is called the reflection issue in singleton pattern, right? So how we can overcome this, right? There should be some way, right? So what we can do in order to overcome this, right? So in singleton, in class, we should, so before that, we'll just create one more private static, let's say Boolean, and let's say is initialized. So this is the flag. So initially it will have false value. So generally I'm creating this static variable here to store the value of like whether instance is created or not. So initially it's created, it's not created, so it's false. So what we are going to do here, if, and we are passing this is initialized. Okay, and what we are trying to do it here, so in case if it is true, right, so when we are trying to create, even we are using the reflection feature there in a main method, main class, then what will happen, even let's say first time we are creating, right, first time we are creating the instance, so it will come for the first time, right, it will be false, right? So let's see this one. So it will be false. So in this case, if it is true, like if it is trying to modify it, so we'll see this one. Like first, let me write this throw new, and this we are going to tell this constructor to throw illegal, state exception when this class is going there, other class is going to create the instance using this constructor. So what we are going to do, throw illegal state exceptions. So this is the one, and we can just say instance is already created. Okay, and then we'll just see is initialized equal to true. So what will happen? Let's say, first let's run this and see if we are able to run this. So see here what happened when we tried to create the instance of this singleton, right? Singleton class by using reflection features. We are not able to do so now. So we are able to prevent singleton class to be created by a reflection. So first time when we call, we created the instance. So second time it will not create the instance. Okay. So hope you understood this part. So here in this example, right, we saw, right, we are able to, with the reflection, feature, we are able to create as many as, instance of the singleton class as possible. So what happened when we are able to, how we are able to prevent this creation? So we are throwing the illegal state exception. So once it is initialized for the first time, next time if we try to create the object of singleton class, then it will throw the illegal state exception, right? So let's see this one. So if we'll just run the very first object, right? We'll try to create the first object. It will allow you to create, right? So if you see, if you're running this, so it is, we are able to see the singleton object creation, right? So first time when we are see, reflection feature is still able to modify your constructor, right? But next time when it tries to instantiate, it will not be able to, because we already have the exception there, right? So it will prevent you to create multiple instance. So let's see. So that's why what happens when first time it's created, the second time if it is goes, like if it goes to create, the instance of singleton class, it fails, right? It fails with saying instance already created. So thank you so much. Hope you understood the concept very well. If you like my video, please like it and share it with your friends. And also don't forget to subscribe my channel for any latest video. Thank you so much.